fighting fury, we're from Tiger.
Round 1 of the VFL season kicked off today, and the Tigers are up against Coburg out at Beaconsfield, which is our makeshift home while there's redevelopments going on at Punt Road. And the good news is the Tigers got a win today against Coburg, which was really, really good to see. 13-10-88 defeated Coburg, 11-9-75 by 13 points. The game kind of went really back and forth, and even as late as the last quarter, Coburg are really making a charge. But the young kids held their nerve and were able to get back in front and secure the game late, which is really, really good to see. So before we take a look at some of the individual stats, make sure you like and subscribe for more Tiger content. We appreciate all the love and support on the channel. It means the world to us. But let's have a look at some of the goal kickers for the Richmond VFL side. Samson Ryan bobbed up and kicked 3 goals, which is a really promising display. Thomas Sims, 2 goals. Massimo Razzo, who had a really good VFL debut, it must be said, with 2 goals. He could be one to watch for the mid-season draft, potentially. Austin Johnson, 2 goals. Sonsie kicked 1. McAullife kicked 1. Joel Garner kicked 1. And Jasper Alger kicked 1 to round out the goal kickers. Looking at the disposal winners, and I think this is where we see something that's really, really pleasing. Tyler Sonsie led the way for disposal winners. 34 disposals, 2 marks, 1 tackle, and 10 clearances. It's great to see him getting his hands on the ball. This is why the video I made about Now Hear Me Out on Tyler Sonsie, it's stats like this that are exactly why you'd love to see him get these type of midfield minutes at AFL level, because based on his underage year and his VFL form even late last year, he's actually a clearance machine. He's really, really good getting the ball out, but we just can't give him the opportunity at senior level, which is really frustrating because we've obviously got, Taranto, Hopper, Ross, Prestia when he's playing. So to try and fit him into the mix is proving to be a bit difficult, but the proof's in the pudding. When he's in the guts, he actually plays well, and I'd love to see him get a crack at it. Anyway, that's enough of me ranting. Kane McAullife, 29 disposals, another very, very good sign. You love to see it. 6 marks, 5 tackles, and 5 clearances. I mean, you would have to say that those 2 players in particular have really put their hand up for a game next week. Mansell is potentially going to be out with that shoulder injury. Sam Banks, unfortunately, is going to miss with concussion. We've obviously got Tom Lynch coming back in as well. So you would assume that Lynch is going to come back in for either a Bauer, Fawcett, or Armstrong. And some of them will be very unlucky if they miss. So that maybe leaves one spot for Sonsie or McAullife to come in. Maybe Caleb Smith makes way for the other one. But I firmly believe that Sonsie and McAullife have made a very, very strong case to both be into the senior side next week. McAullife in particular has done a pretty good body of work. And he's just another good ball winner. And we need people who can hunt the ball and use it well. And Sonsie didn't do a lot wrong last week to be dropped coming on the sub. I thought he was okay. I think that was maybe more about making sure he got a full game under his belt. And it's probably paid dividends, to be honest, because, 34 disposals, 10 clearances is a very, very good return. Next best for disposals in terms of AFL listed players, Samson Ryan had 11. He also had 5 marks, 12 hitouts. Kaczynski had 11 disposals with 3 marks. Campbell Gray had 10 disposals, 3 marks. Jasper Alger was 10 disposals, 1 mark, 2 tackles, 3 clearances. Hayes Brown, 9 disposals, 13 hitouts. Sims had only 8 disposals but kicked 2 goals. He had 5 marks, which was really good, and 2 tackles. And Jonty Fall had 8 disposals, 3 marks, 2 tackles. And Kalina had 5 disposals, 1 mark. Only the 5 hitouts, which seems quite low, to be honest, but the ruck load seemed to be shared between the 3 players, between Ryan, Hayes Brown, and Kalina. But there you go. That is a bit of a VFL update. It's going to be fascinating to see who comes in and takes a spot. I mean, Jonty Fall and Sims are definitely doing their best work to try and force their way into the team. They might have to wait a couple more weeks on the back of Harry Armstrong kicking 2 goals, which was a really good effort in the last quarter. Fawcett didn't really do too much wrong, got a goal himself, obviously. So, look, Lynch coming back throws a spanner amongst the works there for sure in terms of who makes way. But it's just really nice to see we do have, I don't want to say key position depth because they're not all up to full-time AFL standard just yet, but they're getting there. They're progressively getting there. They're young. They're learning. They're learning our system as well. So it's all progressing in the right direction. So no doubt we'll see these guys sooner rather than later. Jasper Alger, I still think we'll see early doors too. But for me, I think it's this week, it's big watches on Sonsie and McAullife. Let's see if they can crack into the AFL side to go up against St Kilda. If we're picking players based on form and earning it, which I think is a really good thing to set into a side, then you got to put them both in. So yeah, fingers crossed they get the nod for the next game up against St Kilda. But for anyone else who watched the VFL today, let us know in the comments below. Who did you like from the VFL? Were there any other standouts? Were there any good moments that you want to talk about? I know Kane McAullife had a really good running goal, a couple of bounces, and drained it from 50 metres, which was really good to see. So yeah, hopefully we can see a bit more of that at AFL level in the coming weeks. But until next time, guys, go Tigers.